Hey, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You here for hot tea? All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let me see who's all up in here. It's 1100. Not 1100. It's 111 people in here. 124 people in here now. Let me go ahead and say hey to everybody. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me. It's been a really, really crazy day, y'all. We got to talk about it. Okay. I went out shopping and I come back home and two of my videos are reported. And I just don't understand how. Hey, Journey to Jasmine. Welcome. What's up, girl? I can welcome your energy. Okay. I feel like you got good vibes. Okay. And I know you're ready for the meet and greet, the millimeters meet and greet, because I think it's a millimeters meet and greet. Hi, Jesse. What's up? Thanks for joining the live. Hey, Kathy. Hi, L Sweet. Joy S Pick. Hi. Thanks for joining. Rosie. May, June, July. Hey. Now and later Mango. Hi. Thanks for joining. Connie Jones. Thanks for joining. Tamara Morgan, thanks for joining. Side Eye Sage 7, thanks for joining. Shannon, Miss Mary, hi, thanks for joining. Frankie, Miss Liddell, thanks for joining. Purple Queen, hi everybody, thanks for joining. Golden Live, thanks for joining. Justine Marie, and I don't get on live, okay, this late. I do not get on live this late. Gwen, thanks for joining. But we got to talk about it because I'm minding my business and I come back and literally two of my videos were reported. So I had to speak with YouTube and figure out what was the issue, and they're back up. So if y'all haven't gotten a chance to check out my part 1 and part 2 exposing Stormy and her mom for plotting against Melody, y'all go ahead and check those videos out as soon as possible, because I don't know what's going on. Somebody's mad in the background. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Miss Tara. Thanks for joining. Can you okay, can hear just fine. Y'all can hear me, y'all can hear me, y'all can hear me. Okay. Let me go ahead and scroll up. Yep, crazy haters. Yep, the haters are in the building. I have my settings set to where only people can comment in the live if they've been subscribed for at least 5 hours. So I have it set up to that. So if you are new here and you subscribe today, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Stay tuned, love. Stay tuned. So hey everybody, y'all up in the building. So it's been a lot going on. Who reporting your videos, sis? Is I yeah, they didn't put an ad on it, but both of my Stormy videos were reported. And like I said, in those videos, if y'all got a chance to watch those videos, then if you go back and watch those videos, then you're going to see that the reference points that I put in those videos, I had to take them out in order to be able to re-upload them onto YouTube. That way I wouldn't get struck. So basically, the reference points videos were at the reunion from last Saturday's episode when Betty got into it with Melody. That video, you guys are not going to see anymore in the part 1 and in the part 2. You also, I don't know if, I'm not saying Carlos King reported my videos, but I don't know. But that part of the part 1 video was also reported. So if you go back to the part 1 video, then I don't think you will see that in the video either. So the reference points, I just wanted to let y'all know, because when I make my videos and I'm trying to debunk people, I have to put the reference points in there and what it is that I'm debunking. So those points are not going to be in those videos anymore, but don't worry about it, because what I'm going to end up doing is when I create the part 3, because I've been waiting to do part 3 and part 4, but I might just do a part 3 and make it a very long video and put everything all in part 3. It just depends. I'm going to let y'all know. But when I do part 3, I'm going to add those reference clips back in part 3, but I'm going to do it a lot more cleaner, to where I wouldn't be, to where people wouldn't be able to report me for whatever the case may be that it is that they want to report me. Also, y'all, it's been crazy, okay? We got into a little car accident today, but no worries, okay? I'm telling y'all, don't worry. I'm still going to be able to make it to the live show. It's been a hectic day. I tried to do some videos today. Me and my husband were going to go live. We were going to go live today, and we were going to do the recap. But before I went live, I wanted to go shopping and, do my, because I just vibe. It's Saturday. Typically, I'm not on live on Saturday. Y'all know on the weekends, I don't even post on the weekends because we be outside, okay? We be outside. However, because we are going to be going to the live show or whatnot, I did want to go shopping, because we were going to do some things after, the live show event. We had, our own plans. So I wanted to do some shopping. We went out or whatever, had, dealt with that, but it wasn't anything major. So no big deal. It wasn't anything major. Thank God. And thank God that I have a good, supportive man. Okay? Thank God that he is, well, I do my ones and twos too, but for the sake of everything, we just gonna, say thank goodness that he is very financially sound and understand, what to do in life, just to make sure we are ahead of everything, just in case things happen to us. So with that being said, all is well. But I just wanted to let y'all know, I was planning to come on here and speak, but and I was going to do that once I got back home, but that happened, and then I finally got home and then realized 2 of my videos were reported. So that's why I'm like, let me just go ahead and get on live. I wasn't even going to get on live after all of that had took place, but I'm like, let me go ahead and get on live. And also, I was planning to go over and watch Millie Chan live, because Millie Chan is supposed to be doing an interview with No Gucci. And I really want to be able to tune in to the live that Millie Chan or the interview that Millie Chan is doing with So Gucci, because I want to be able to ask So Gucci some questions. But a lot of y'all was hitting me up in the DMs, and I just had to let y'all know what was going on. So yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. All is well. It wasn't anything big or nothing like that. Just, some cosmetics hiccups. Um, so everything is okay. But I did just want to let y'all know why I didn't post anything today. I had plans to post things today, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of content that I wanted to talk about, but I had the way that I have my content lined up, I needed it to be able to make sense. So I do have content that is already uploaded onto YouTube that I can just post, but I didn't want to post it because like it has to line up and it has to make sense. So yes, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. It's 325 people in the chat. Y'all go ahead and like the video while y'all are in here. Don't be no hating ass bitch. Okay? Because if you in the bushes and you're not liking the video, you're a hater. That's just what it is. Okay, so before we get into Before we get into, hold on, let me pull it up because there is a new content creator that I want to give a shout out to. And that content creator is called In Case You Missed It. Okay. I don't know if y'all have been put up on game or if y'all already ran across this YouTube channel, because I do know some of my subscribers had sent me a video from In Case You Missed It, and they wanted me to review it. They wanted me to check it out. And let me tell y'all something. I went over there. I watched the video that y'all wanted me to watch. I even screen recorded a few parts of it. I made a video. I uploaded the video on YouTube, and I was going to talk about that video, but then I said to myself, you know what? Self, don't. I just felt like in my spirit just felt like, why? I just, you know what I'm saying? So all I'm going to say is shout out to In Case You Missed It. Y'all head over to In Case You Missed It. Because in case and before I even get into that, what I was going to say in my video that I was going to upload about the video that In Case You Missed It posted, I was going to say in that video that, you know, shout out to all of the content creators that focus on getting the lives and behind the scene content, to all of the reality stars, the bloggers, and you know, everything that's going on behind the scenes when it comes to the reality stars. Because believe it or not, y'all, it is very, very hard to keep up with all of this stuff. It's hard to keep up because I do have a life. I know I'm psycho, and I do my research and I go in depth and I go all the way back. But when things are going on, like people are going live right now in the midst of stuff happening, a lot of times it is just hard for me to catch those lives. So, really, really shout out to all of the content creators that are able to catch those lives. They have the storage to record those lives and put those lives on their platform, because man, a lot of the deep dives that I do, I wouldn't be able to put a lot of this stuff together had it not been for a lot of those content creators that made it their duty to screen record these people's lives and put it on their platforms. So with that being said, I was going to make a video about AL and him saying that he was going to pull up to, he didn't say he was going to pull up to the live show. I think he was saying that this shit is so funny, but I think he was saying that he was going to, I think he was saying, you know, Mel better hope he don't serve her before the 21st, or she gonna get served on the 21st. And I think he was saying like, oh, but you never know what you never know what I'm gonna do. And then, you know, he was talking about some other stuff in that video. And I was gonna make a video to that, but I just chose not to, because one, you know, I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it, y'all. I just don't feel like it. I kind of looked at it like, oh, that's what she was saying. I just don't feel like it, y'all. I was just, when I went back and watched the video, the energy that was exuding through the video, I just didn't even feel like it. It just didn't feel. I just didn't feel like it. And then on top of that, despite what people may want to say about my YouTube channel or my content, not saying that that AL said anything about my YouTube channel or content. I'm just saying in general, people might look at my content and be like, okay, well, you know, you're being negative, your content is negative, your content is full of drama. And you know, I beg to differ. I think my content is more so calling out lies and and piecing together the show, because in my opinion, and a lot of you guys' opinion, they do not finish out the show. Like they leave cliffhangers and they don't piece anything together. So I believe that's what I've dedicated my channel for, and also loving Marriage Huntsville as a whole. But so I don't necessarily believe my channel is just full of drama, but ultimately you could look at it that way because I am calling out lies. And if you don't like the truth being told, then you will think that my channel is drama because you would rather things just be swept under the rug. And I'm just not that type of person. And I think Love and Marriage Huntsville has gotten accustomed to sweeping things under the motherfucking rug. So, that being said, it's a lot of people in here. I went on my little tangent, but yeah, I just didn't feel like it, y'all. It's just it's just no point because, no matter what things that people say will get taken out of context. So, and I kind of looked at it like, people that don't want to, some people just don't see anything wrong with the shit that they do. And those type of people, you can't say anything to them, period. So it's just, I watched and so glad you did them. Are you talking about the part one and part two? You are exactly right. I stand with you. Thank you so much, Chilling K. Whatever shakes out. Okay, okay, okay. Journey to Jasmine. Also, I'm gonna hit you up in the DM as soon as I get into Huntsville. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna link up. I'm just letting you know that I just, I don't know. And then I'm also, somebody's birthday is on the 21st. I'm gonna cash out them something on the 21st. So I'm just letting you know, lady, if you watching my live. I got it. I got a mental note that your birthday is on the 21st. Okay. Now, I'm making that mental note because you weren't able to get your tickets. And even if you were able to get your tickets, you didn't get the tickets through me. So I made a mental note that your birthday is on the 21st. And I still want to make sure you get a good little birthday gift, whether you go or not. Um, yes, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Okay, standing on business. Speaking about standing on business, so my content has been getting reported a lot lately. So I'm thinking that I'm rubbing people the wrong way. A lot of videos that I have that I had made, and it's majority of my debunkers, a lot of my exposures, a lot of those videos have been getting reported. And I've noticed like even videos like far back down have been getting reported, like all the way back from when I first started doing YouTube have been getting reported. And I've been behind the scenes trying to fight that because I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. And ultimately, YouTube don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong either, which is why those videos have been put back up. But like I told y'all, I got back home and I realized two of my videos were reported, and those were the videos that were about Stormy. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I want to go ahead and talk about everything and map it all out really quick because I am going to do a part 3 and possibly a part 4 about this because I think it's very clear what the issue is, but people think we're dumb. And the only reason that I'm making these videos is because Stormy keeps seeing that people are just hating on her, or people just don't want to like her, or the fans are just making things more than what it is. And they're trying to gaslight people. And that's really what's aggravating. Like, you're going to try to gaslight thousands of people because y'all don't have millions of people watching the show. But you're going to try to gaslight thousands of people into believing what you want them to see. And I think that's really what the biggest issue is that I have when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Again, I think Carlos feels like people want to control his show. He's a black male, and y'all know how I feel about those beings and their egos, their rejection, the way that they are comfortable with portraying their negative imagery all across social media, etc. But My biggest thing is I feel like Carlos feels like the fans just want to strong arm him, and that is not what it is. Ultimately, people have invested in, I'm trying to make this as clear as possible because these people seem to be not as educated as they make themselves out to be. And that's unfortunate because, that's just very unfortunate. But the issue is, okay, people have invested time into this show. When this show first came on, it was like no other. Why was it like no other? Because it was real, it was authentic, it was raw. People didn't get to choose what it is that they wanted or didn't want to be shown on camera. Now, granted, we now know that the Scotts have a pact not to talk about their infidelities or not to talk about real issues with that's going on within their marriage. But ultimately, the facts are Love and Marriage Huntsville is what it is because the real, true, pure authenticity of Mel and Martell's relationship at that time. Those are the facts. And I think what is being misconstrued is you cannot take us from something as real and raw as that, the first 1, 2, 3 seasons, and then try to flip the script and throw all of this fake phoniness in our faces as if we're not going to be able to read it. Because again, people were drawn to the show because of the real rawness. So the minute the rawness changes, the audience will be able to notice it. Now, unless you're trying to pull in a new audience to where you're, hoping that the new audience will be able, it'll be able to multiply past the original audience, the people that you were able actually to build the foundation off of. If you are banking on them being able to like push the show in the forefront, I just don't see how that is going to be, because the people that jump into the show based on the clips that they see on TikTok and this, that, and the third, they're going to want to go back to the start, and they're going to want to see it from the start and then build up. So I don't understand Carlos. I just don't understand Carlos. Now, when it goes to the show as a whole, I believe what will really make the show pop, and this is not because the fans just don't like the Scotts. We don't care about any of you people, okay? Like, just please stop. When we get on our platforms, as far as the bloggers go, and we talk about you people, it's because we get a check. Let's pause. When we get on our platforms and we talk about you people, it's because we get a check. Now, we can gossip for free like we've been doing, but ultimately, we've now learned how to monetize our gossip, which is what we do. We come on this platform, which is YouTube. We created platforms in which we can discuss our gossip and get a check. Nobody actually care enough to actually like hate people that we don't know. Now, we might express strong emotion or passion about certain topics because although this is reality TV, these are still real stories and real issues within our communities and our family dynamics. So that is why a lot of people ultimately are invested. You know what I'm saying? Nobody hates these people or care enough to possess any type of strong emotion past that. Now, the only castmate that I will say people have very strong negative emotions about would be Walkie Talkie, and I feel like those emotions are valid. I don't care. when people say they hate walkie talkie, I always try to redirect them and let them know, like, okay, that's a strong term, but I do understand your disliking of them. But again, most people, if they have a hate for anybody, is walkie talkie. That being said, I don't understand why they try to make it seem as though people are just trying to attack them. We don't give a fuck about y'all, okay? We talking about the show. We speaking on the show and the basis of the show and the things that you guys do not want to close up or, you know, give us any context to or give us any resolution to. Reality stars. That's just what we're doing over here. So going back to what I'm saying, when it comes to the show, what I believe would be very good for the show would be to make Maurice and Kimmy friends of the show. And the reason why I say make Maurice and Kimmy friends of the show, because Carlos has an obsession with Marceau. Letitia and Marceau ain't going nowhere because Carlos is obsessed with Marceau. Marceau is good TV. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? He's a piece of shit. Because I can see past that's entertaining part of it all. He's a piece of shit in my opinion. However, he is very funny. I'm just gonna be real. And Carlos keeps him on the show because he's entertaining. And so boom. That is why Letitia and Marceau is on the show. However, I feel as though production have to force them to be real. They have to force them to speak about the shit that they don't want to talk about, period. A lot of people, and y'all got to be careful with the way that y'all choose to go about commenting on this show, because y'all gave Tiffany the business. And I just don't understand why that was, that y'all were so harsh when it came to Tiffany. Even though that I am glad that y'all were harsh on Tiffany, so Letitia could never say that it's colorism as to why people don't like her. Because I remember her and Carlos trying to fucking play that. And I made a video just letting them know, don't get on the internet and be stupid, because the fan base is a lot more harder on Tiffany than they was ever on Letitia. And in fact, they side with Letitia over Tiffany every time, and I just don't understand why. So going back to Tiffany, I don't understand why people were so hard on Tiffany, because Tiffany was literally entertaining. She was literally asking the questions that y'all were asking on the internet. And so many people were like, oh, mind your business. Fucking why? Why should she mind her business and these hoes ain't gonna talk? Like, they're not gonna talk about it. They're not gonna be open and transparent at all. So if Tiffany don't come and pull these people card, who will? The only thing that I don't like about Tiffany is she allowed the Scotts to manipulate her into going against Kiki. What Tiffany should have been doing was speaking about the people that she actually had some type of relationship with, which was the Scotts. If Kiki had have come on a platform and been like and grilled Letitia about her being open about sharing Kiki's business or whatever with Mel, it didn't really matter how Tiffany had to do it. Tiffany, in my opinion, don't have to be on nobody's side. This is how I feel. Tiffany just has to ask all the questions the fans are wanting to know to all the cast members. That's it. And that is ask all the questions to Mel, ask all the questions to Martell, ask all the questions to Sheree, ask all the questions to Tisha, Kiki, Stormy. That is who Tiffany's character should have been. Tiffany made shit make sense, period. The only thing that I feel like Tiffany went wrong in is falling into the Scott's hand and only targeting Kiki. Tiffany should have been neutral across the board, because all of them got issues. And truth be told, if Tiffany was a lot open and honest with the issues that even Kimmy had going on at the time, so many people would have been able to align themselves with Tiffany. Because truth be told, Tiffany should have been like, but you don't feel no type of way about your husband saying that, period. Like now he's retracting, but he said it. So he must have felt that way. Tiffany would have really dug in Kimmy's shit. And that's just, Tiffany should have been able to dig in everybody's shit. But I think that she allowed the Scots to manipulate her and she targeted Kiki. Not only that, I feel like Mel brought them all together. They had some type of mutual understanding. And then, messy as Sid, the Ice Age sloth, started being messy all over again. So, so boom. So Tiffany, in my opinion, was needed on this show. I think that Tiffany and Big Lou, they should remain um main cast members because Lou is a healthy black man. Like he is a healthy representation of black men. So Lou should stay on the show. And Tiffany should stay on the show because she says the things that all the fans wants to know. Kimmy and Maurice should be a friend of the show because they are literally fucking irrelevant. Kimmy is a liar. Maurice is a cancer hunter. He is a weirdo, oddball, angry, bald man. And they literally bring no value because they are not being completely transparent. The problem is you cannot open the door to topics and then close them when you feel like the fans are being too invasive. That's not how it works. And I think that's what the Scots always do. Also, when it comes to Kimmy, Kimmy continues to. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. My cat is pissing me off. So I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get this damn badass cat out of here. But Kimmy and Maurice, they're not willing to truly be honest. And by that I mean Kimmy keeps saying Kimmy is first of all a nasty ass hoe. Okay, I'm sorry. She's a nasty ass person, not a nasty ass hoe. I know when I say hoe, these people get offended. That's why everybody got me blocked because they don't like the truth, okay? And not only do they like the truth, they don't like my tone, and that's okay. They don't have to. But Kimmy is just a nasty ass person. It's the fact that she posed the question, but if one person cheats, does that make it right? That's what she posed the question to. However, isn't that the same thing that Maurice and Kiowa went through? Didn't somebody cheat on somebody so the other person cheated on the next person? So then they started to divorce, but then they started to wanting to reconcile, but Kimmy started, popping up with her legs open. Didn't Kimmy get into a relationship with Maurice while he was still married? Even though she wants to continue to say that their marriage was over, you cannot say that their marriage is over if the paperwork was not signed, the same way that you are agreeing with Mel's baby mama. I think that's what I don't respect about Kimmy and Maurice. Stand on business. She should have simply been like, listen, I was introduced by him. First of all, Kimmy is a lying asshole because she knew Caillou and Emma. That's what I'm saying. They just liars, which is why they need to be friends to the show. Unless they're willing to backtrack to the beginning, bring Caillou on it. Because I know that, because what they keep saying is it doesn't matter. That's old. The reason why it still matters to the fans, production, Carlos, and cast members is because y'all are not y'all are not actively finishing and closing out these stories. It's not that y'all are ending them and we just don't want to hear it. That's not what y'all are doing. Y'all are not adding any closing to any of this shit. Even with Kiowa and the Kimmy situation, it keeps getting brought back up because y'all never closed it. You never closed it. Even when it comes to the custody situation, y'all had it in one season, never closed it, brought it back in this season, and still never closed it. We still don't understand what the hell going on with y'all. So, in my opinion, production, the cast members, and Carlos are not doing a good job with having a point A and a point Z to their storylines. They're not doing a good job, in my opinion. And then they're getting upset with bloggers and fans because we're upset with them for not giving us a productive story. Exactly. Martell kept calling Kimmy a side chick, yet she got all this energy toward Mel. And so she's very passive aggressive. But anyway, so yes, Kimmy and Maurice should be friends of the show. They're gonna keep Marceau and Tisha because look, first of all, I think it's very interesting. It's entertaining watching Letitia embarrass herself. I do think that. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think it's entertaining because Letitia is a mean person. And I'm sorry if this makes me mean, but I like to consider myself a mean girl. I mean, not a mean girl, but a girl's girl. And part of my being a girl's girl, I laugh at mean girls. Meaning, if you the type of woman that will position yourself to be validated by men at your own detriment, I'm going to laugh at you suffer when I see that you're suffering from the inside out. So by that, it means Marceau is very nasty when it to his wife, but the way Letitia, I guess, finds joy in other women's pain, I take joy in seeing the way Marceau tag her ass. I take joy in seeing the way he run laps around her because because she's the type of woman that will literally laugh at another woman's pain. And women like that are just nasty. Like I don't, for example, because y'all want me to talk about Dusty Dan. I don't like Dusty Dan. But I ain't never gonna co-sign another man trying to take trying to take a woman's kids from her. And I've always been very clear about that. I feel like LeBeric is a weird, and but but I don't speak out for Dusty Dan for the mere fact of she's a liar. In my opinion, I'm not gonna say she's lying about her childhood because who am I to say anything about that? In fact, I believe her about her childhood because she displays the energy of a woman that has never been protected. However, I'm going to say she's a liar based on the issues or the dynamic within her marriage. I'm going to say that I also don't believe LeBeric is innocent, and I've always said that. But I'm going to say Dusty Dan is a liar. Why? Because there are two sides to women that have dealt with narcissists, okay? Two sides. There could be a third, but maybe I don't know. Those two sides are the women that are one, like me and many of you, that see narcs or have dealt with narcs and are disgusted by their very presence. Anything about a narc, you can point them out, you're disgusted by them. Like you can have a conversation, you're disgusted by them. You don't like them, you don't give them any type of, green cards. If you've ever dealt with a narc, or if you've ever survived a narc, you're disgusted by them. You're either that woman, or you're the traumatized woman, to where you've dealt with a narc, and your experience dealing with narcissist was so traumatizing, to where it literally affected your character and your person, to where you are a shutdowner. To So by that I mean, when I say it's two sides, like I said, it's me, it's the level in which you don't like narcs, to where you're going to speak out on them. You're disgusted by them. You will never surround yourself around them. You're not here for it at all. And then it's the other side, where the woman is just so traumatized, to where she just shuts down. If she's around a narc, she notices it, she senses it, but she shuts down. She hasn't learned how to respond to it. She hasn't yet overcome the traumas of dealing with a narc. And so she just shuts down. She don't necessarily intentionally surrounds herself around a narc, but if she just so happened to be in the presence of one, she will shut down. You understand? The reason why I say Dusty Dan is a liar is because she has intentionally positioned herself and aligned herself next to a narc. So, as she sits on a platform with a man and tries to gain sympathy from women, she has to understand that she has co-signed a man trying to put revenge P out on a woman that he cheated on for 5 years and had a baby on her. Then tried to take her to court for full custody of her children. So, Dusty Dan, nobody's any we might talk about your situation, but we don't fuck with you. We don't fuck with you. And that's just what it is. Girls, we don't fuck with hoes that gotta go through the shit that we gotta go through in order for them to have empathy for us. We don't fuck with you, hoe. And so the stuff that you are going through, it is your karma. It is a reflection of the type of woman that you are. So we're not sorry. You have to have gone through the shit that you're going through, or you have to deal with the shit that you're dealing with, because you're a nasty, wicked bitch. So that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And people think being a girl's girl mean you are for all women. No, ho. We do not support hoes that position themselves to and align themselves with men at their own detriment. And so basically what I mean is, you can be friends with Walkie Talkie all you want. Once you find out what he did to his wife and the way he chose to treat her as a woman, you should be disgusted. You shouldn't even be able to fathom being next to or in close proximity of a nigga, of a person that low. You shouldn't even be able to function. I wouldn't even be, I can't even process being around a man like that. That's it. It's like, it's nothing else to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing else to that, Dusty Dan. So, anyways, right, I don't see it for Dusty Dan. So I don't know. She need to go figure out what it is that she needs to figure it out. And at the end of the day, the one thing that she did wrong was aligning herself with an abuser. You trying to get on this platform and tell us that LeBerick is abusing you? Yet you have aligned yourself with a man that had tried to put out revenge P against his ex-wife. Girl, please. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. Now, I can't see it. I have empathy for her being a young girl. I have empathy for her and all of her upbringing. But at the end of the day, the facts will remain. Once you become an adult, you have to learn how to compartmentalize your traumas, your emotions, and your feelings. That is what it is. You have to be able to, I guess, be accountable for where you are in life. And Dusty Dan has not shown that. But she want to get on somebody's platform and say that this person was this way, this person was that way, this person was this way. And I've always been the type of person to say, like, can't nobody, there's nobody on God's green earth that can come to me, somebody that looks themselves in the mirror every day and hold themselves accountable, and that somebody that reflects on themselves every day. A hoe that is not reflective cannot come to me and tell me anything. And I suggest everybody take that same advice. If I only say that because there are going to be people to where you try to hold them accountable and they're going to be like, oh, but you do this, but you do that. But I look in the mirror every day and I'm accountable for my actions, and my behavior is a representation of that. But your behavior, is a representation of a fucking banshee, and you need therapy. See, because I understand people that gets triggered after being poked so often. But what I don't understand is people that cannot be accountable for anything that they do. So, anyways, we were talking about, right. So Maurice, Kimmy, friends of the show. Marceau and Tisha, they gonna stay on the show and we gonna laugh at their misery. Okay? Because it's comical. And the reason why we're going to laugh at their misery is because of all the things that I said about Dusty Dan, because Letitia likes laughing at women's pain and she's unaccountable. The Fletchers need to come in full time. Carlos is sleeping on the Fletchers. Get Kimmy and Maurice up out of here. Kimmy is holding on to the original six because she knows she's irrelevant as hell. She needs to get up out of here. The original six is a done data, and that's okay. A cash shakeup is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. The Fletchers need to take up majority of Kimmy and Maurice and Letitia and Marceau's time, because they have so many things that we can talk about. Not only are they successful, they support the community, they invest into the community, they have a luxury life that we want to see. I want to see Nell walking around her house, despite my opinions of how I feel like she treated her stepdaughter. I want to see Nell arguing with her kids, because her kids are very opinionated, and Nell is very opinionated. Nell is fly, she's fashionable, she's wealthy, she's successful. I like Nell, okay? And I know a lot of people might think like, I just have strong opinions as I watch the show, and that's just what it is because this is a reality show. But I really do like Nell, and I don't care for Chris because I don't care for him like as a person for me, but who cares, right? Because he's a married man, and should nobody give a damn what a married man is, because he's married and that's Nell's problem. I just don't I don't and I but I do like Chris because he shows the another version of a black man. And that is that calm level black men that don't necessarily check the other black men that are very problematic, right? Because we need versions, right? We need options. Maurice, Martell, Marceau are the same. We don't need three of the same men on the show. So Chris, Lou, Marceau. Marceau is the narcissistic, shitty, dirtbag husband, right? We need a version of him on the show so we can show all our daughters what not to get, while he can show his daughters what they will get in life, because that's what they mammy teaching them to be a mule of. We got Lou, who is a positive, healthy representation of a black man. And we got Chris, who is a successful version of a black man. Okay. Now we need to add new black men to the show. Wait, we got Courtney. Listen, I don't care. I'm finna be so honest with y'all. I don't like Stormy, which is why we're making this video. And this is why I'm ending it. I'm going to end it off with Stormy so we can go ahead and talk about the Stormy and all of that stuff. So obviously, Mel stays on the show. Walkie Talkie gots to go because he is an abusive, disgusting, despicable man. He gots to go. But Mel stays on the show and navigate her life, dating, being an ex-wife, etc. I think Mel should only showcase her co-parenting, dropping off the M&M kids, and only show Mel's baby mama getting in that same Ford truck that he been driving in since Mel left his ass. That's the only time we should see Walkie Talkie. When the kids done got in his car and he driving away in that raggedy ass truck. As Mel drive away in her G-Wagon, and then when she picked him up in her Range Rover with his broke ass. I'm sorry, like, that's what his ass get. He really thought he was gonna cheat on his wife, go big on her. And what you thought, she was gonna be begging you for fucking spousal support? You're a bum. You're a bum. Mel made you. Like, dudes be so delusional. Like, Mel made you. You're a bum. Don't ever get it twisted. You're a criminal. Like, you cheated on the woman that got your case expunged. You was finna go to prison for 10 years for trying to steal an ATM. And your ex-wife got your case expunged, ho. And you gonna, like, come on, you think you bigger than her? You could never be. Like, get real. Your mama is a drinking machine. Like, stop it. Get out of here. Get out of here. The best thing that ever happened to him was him marrying Mel. And you gonna try to, and you really thought you was gonna cheat on her. You was gonna divorce her and go big on her. Get out of here. But anyway, so boom. So the reason why Mel's baby mama gotta go, because he's chaotic, he's abusive, he's aggressive, he's out of control. Okay. Marceau is good enough. Marceau, in my opinion, won't take it there. He won't go too far, in my opinion. The only person he'll go that far with, and I mean far as like, being petty or whatever, is with his wife, and that's what she wants, which is why she laughs at other women's pain. And I don't mean like too far. I mean, like I said, I don't feel like he'll be violent or anything like that, but he will cheat on his wife and hide it. And Tisha wants that. So that's what she deserves. So moving on. We get Marceau, we get Lou, we get Chris, we got Courtney. Like I said, I don't like Stormy. Okay. I'm gonna be real, and I'm finna be exposing the shit out of her, especially because she tried to get my videos taken down. You weird, ugly ass hoe. Because you only got a face a mother could love. And I don't care what nobody say. Y'all keep trying to say, oh, Stormy's not ugly. Stormy is ugly as hell, okay? Like, cut the shit. All right? There are odd beauties in the world, and Stormy is not one of them. And I don't care what y'all say, okay? Like, just stop. There's nobody in the fucking world that there's no, just stop. Okay? Like, I think Stormy looks in the mirror and she feels like she is beautiful and she has that right. But I don't have to get on my platform and lie. Okay? Because she's a black woman with black features. I think Stormy has beautiful full lips. Because lips are beautiful. I think her lips are beautiful and full. All right? I don't think Stormy is ugly because she got big lips or a big nose. I think she's fucking ugly. Because she looked like Sid, the Ice Age sloth. Fuck out of here. That's it. I can put plenty of odd beauties on here. And when I say odd beauties, I mean these women are beautiful and they have odd features. They have like features that stand out. Like, these are features, you don't see these features every day. So people would say that like she's an odd beauty, right? Stormy is not what you consider an odd beauty, so just please stop the shit. Like, I don't care what nobody say, and I'm not gonna keep lying on social media because we have to. This not that type of girl. I'm the type of girl. I uplift women. Granted, I do, but we don't lie. So just stop. So Stormy has the face only a fucking mother could love, and that's okay. That's why her mama act like that. Like, just please. Anyways, we got Courtney. And Courtney would be the version of a black man. I think Courtney is a cool country hood dude. I'm just being honest with y'all. And I don't necessarily think that's an issue. It's no issue being a hood dude. It depends on how you position yourself in the world. If you one of them hood problematic dudes that's out here with your pants sagging, you don't take care of your kids, you don't provide for your family and all of that shit, you are an issue. But if you just one of them hood dudes, like you do your thing, you take care of your family, you know what I'm saying? You just, it's no problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares, I'm not gonna judge you because you from the hood. We all from the hood. We all got a little something in us. And we not all from the hood, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all talking about I got y'all crying. I'm just being honest. So boom, we got Courtney, and I think that's decent because I think that's decent. I think they need to add one more male, and it wouldn't be. I mean, I'm sorry. Okay, Kiki husband is raggedy as hell. Now that I think about it, I'm sorry. Now that I think about it, now everything has been put on the floor. He raggedy as hell, and we don't want him on the show. And like, he can be like, Kiki husband need to be just like, he needs to just come in. He don't need to like mingle with the other men, in my opinion. Kiki can stay on the show. I think Kiki need to not be on the show. I'm gonna be real with y'all. We need to find a replacement for Kiki. So I think, so just so we can sum it all up, Maurice and Kimmy need to be a friend to the show. The Fletchers need to come in guns blazing, okay? They need to come in and really take up people's scene because they are so interesting and the world wants to see them. We keep Letitia and Marceau because them embarrassing themselves and making a fool out of themselves is the best revenge ever. I guess that's the best we can get out of them, okay? Since Carlos want to keep them on so bad. Tiffany and Big Lou, because Tiffany is messy and Big Lou is a good, decent black man. And we keep Mel because it's her show and we watching it for her. If Mel goes, she better have her own damn show. And then Stormy and Courtney, because they hood rich. Let's just call it what it is. All right, we got hood rich. We got the corporate people, the corporate couple. So hood rich would be Stormy and Courtney. We got the corporate couple, Tiffany and Big Lou. We got the fake it till you make it, which is Letitia and Marceau. We got the actual successful wealthy couple, which is Chris and Neil Fletcher. And then we got Mel, which is the Mel is the star of the fucking show. Like, let's just call it what it is. And then we got Kiki. And Kiki don't need to be on the show. Okay, can we just stop? I need somebody to replace Kiki. And there, boom. I need a couple to replace Kiki, and boom. I think that's it right there. That's it. I'm telling you, that cast would slap. Y'all tell you true that, right? The cast would slap. What I just named, I'm slapping my chest, but what I just named, tell me that wouldn't slap. So they need to stop playing. They need to stop playing. They need to stop playing. Okay. I see y'all comments. But I'm just gonna try to hold on. I got a super chat. Thank you so much, Brittany Jania, for the $5 super chat or the $4.99 super chat. You said you love my channel. I really appreciate it. I see y'all in the comments, and I am reading y'all comments, but I'm not gonna be pausing to stop to post y'all comments too much, because I do want to try to just get my words out, because y'all know I talk a lot. Okay, talk too much. Let me see. Right, thank you, Carlos. Pay attention. We not hating on you. We are not hating on you. We not hating on you. We don't want no smoke. All right, we don't want no smoke. We not trying to strong arm your TV show. We do not hate these people. We don't want these people without a job. But Carlos, I'm trying to help you. If you made Kimmy and Maurice a friend of the show, that is going to be more money in your pocket. Let's call it what it is. You're paying them too much money, Carlos. You paying them too much money. I'm just saying, Carlos, listen, okay? Listen to us. You paying Maurice and Kimmy too much damn money. The Fletchers need TV time. We want to see the Fletchers way more than we want to see the Scotts. So please put the Fletchers on. Since you care so much about Marceau, we're willing to compromise. Compromise with us, Carlos, please. Can y'all send him this video? Compromise with us, Carlos. Since you love Marceau so much, keep Marceau and Letitia with a fake ass. Drop Kimmy and Maurice. And you don't have to drop them, like, not give them any money. Just make them a friend of the show. Okay? Tiffany and Big Lou, we need them. Get a new couple. Get rid of Martell. Stormy and Courtney are hood rich, so let's keep them just so we can keep a younger crowd up in the building. And boom. I'm telling you, that's a show right there. Carlos, you're going to be your own issue. And I'm going to bring this, and I'm telling y'all, I'm going to pay attention at the live show. I'm going to see if it's fakes in the building. I'm going to see. I pay attention to the YouTube streets. There is not going to be nobody that don't like Mel coming to that show that's not going to have the same questions that I've seen y'all have. So if there's anybody that come up there and asks bullshit questions, best believe I'm going to make sure I record them so I can make sure I make a video. If there's anybody that I feel like is positioned to ask fake questions for Carlos, I am going to make sure I record them so I can make a video about their fake questions. Cause ain't no way you came to a live show, Carlos' first live show with Mel, asking bullshit. I'm sorry, but nobody's coming. And let's be honest, most of Carlos fans are not fans of Melody. Can we be honest? Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's start talking truths. Most of Carlos King's fans, most of them raindrops, are not fans of Mel. Okay? I think some of the raindrops are indeed fans of Mel. But most of the raindrops are just like Carlos. They like hoes like Wanda, Betty. Okay? I'm telling y'all, I pay attention to social media like a mad woman. When I say that, that means I go in people's likes. I look at people's likes. Okay? I'm telling y'all, that's all I'm saying. I'm a psycho. That's all I'm saying. I'm a psycho. I just pay attention to everything. I pay attention to likes. I pay attention to posts. I pay attention to reposts. I pay attention to Twitter posts. I pay attention to likes. I pay attention to retweets. I pay attention to what the people is doing. And most of the raindrops are not big fans of Mel. So if Carlos' first live show is featuring Melody, I'm gonna assume that Carlos fans that are in Huntsville would show up. But like most of do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? Oh yeah, and no more mothers on the show. Okay, thank you, Val B, for the $9.99 super sticker. She said, I would love to see Melody, brother Marcus, and his husband on the show. Right. If I just don't understand why this is what I don't understand. Carlos got Letitia Marceau, Kimmy Maurice, Kiki Amin, Courtney. Why do we got all of these Scotts? Why wouldn't he put at least Marcus in? Well, I guess Marcus and his husband won't be on the show because they live in Atlanta. So that's valid, actually. I think that's actually valid. Because truth be told, if Marcus is going to film, he's going to have to be in Huntsville. So somebody said Carson Blue. I wouldn't want Carson on the show just because Carson don't want to be on the show. I don't think Carson has the type of husband that would take Will to being on the show. And I like Carson. I don't know Carson at all, but I do like her just based on what we seen. Like, Carson ain't no hoe. She not going to take no shit. She not going to let you back her in the corner. I like that about her. So now, since we're talking about Carson, let's go ahead and position and move over into Stormy, because that's ultimately why I'm making this video. I think it's ironic that I just think it's funny that both the Stormy videos that were hitting on every level had got reported. But Carson managed to do everything that Stormy couldn't do, or everything that Slarion couldn't do, but Carson managed to do what Stormy couldn't do as well. And now that I'm saying this, I do expect Stormy to now try to figure out how to get that YouTube popping. But Carson has, and this is why I just don't understand how they're picking these people for the show. Because just by the way Carson was able to get on here and take all of the heat from the bloggers, the fans, and still was able to build her own fan base off of Love and Marriage Huntsville is very interesting. She got on the show. She didn't even have that many scenes, and she was polarizing to some of y'all because And let's just be honest, because Slaw thought she was being slick using that fake page to call her out, and it ultimately backfired on Slaw. But she took she took all of the heat that people were throwing at her, and she flipped it on y'all. She managed to be able to monetize it. She was able to like use it into her business and like make herself pop. And y'all really, really slept on Carson. Seriously. Because do y'all remember goofy ass Ice Age, Stormy, Sid, the Sloth, getting on live when the trailer for Love and Marriage Huntsville first aired with that ugly ass red tight shirt um and them trash bag pants? Or they weren't pants. I think they were shorts. And they were in her ass. Like little faux leather panties. Little faux leather thong panties. Little boy short thongs. I don't know. But she got on live trying to, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I don't know what you guys are going to expect. I don't know how you guys are going to feel. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? And that weird ass hoe. Yeah, I'm like, literally, I'm finna roast the shit out of Stormy. She's such a loser. But that, and then she, oh, and don't get it twisted. My saying weird ass hoe, you know, I don't hate this person. I don't know her, don't care about her or anything. But she is pressed over me because I'm blocked. That hoe got me blocked. Like, she's very pressed. And I don't know why she would block me, because I never went on her page to type anything. I never went on her Instagram to say anything or anything like that. Stormy literally took it out of herself to Stormy took it upon herself, okay, to go to my Instagram platform and block me. Okay? That mean that hoe would have had to be pressed over my videos to take it upon herself to block me. Because, and I'm not pressed about her blocking me. I'm just letting y'all know, like, this hoe tried to act like she is not pressed. However, she went and manually blocked me. She didn't go and block me because I DM'd her. She didn't go and block me because I made a comment under her picture. The hoe manually went and blocked me. Okay? So the hoe is pressed. But remember, that weird ass hoe, okay, looking like Sid the Ice Age Sloth, got on live trying to laugh. Oh, we're gonna be co-workers. People don't like me. People are hating on me. People are jealous of me, but we're gonna be co-workers. Ho ain't dropped one video. Ho ain't dropped a video yet. Ho, we ain't even get to share the fruits of the labor. I'm trying to understand, Stormy, because I really thought I was going to be able to profit off you getting on YouTube making a fool of yourself. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Stormy is really a weirdo. She's really a weirdo. She got on live and made it, oh, we're going to be co-workers. Like she not pressed. Like that whole literally be in the bed crying about the stuff we be seeing on social media. Like literally, when I was on her Twitter, I was on her Twitter looking at her likes. She was liking shit like people would. Stormy is so sad. Like, Stormy be trying to act like she is not pressed. Like, she was liking, like, people was like, Stormy is not ugly. Y'all need to stop saying Stormy is ugly. And she was like, somebody else tweeted, why do y'all keep saying Stormy is ugly? She is beautiful. Like, girl, please. Right. Right. So do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? So basically, Here's how it happened. Stormy is such a loser. Stormy called herself trying to be strategic. So she went on live saying that we're going to be co-workers. We're going to be co-workers. So she made a YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel first said Stormy Steele. All my day ones, y'all get in the chat because now is the time for y'all to shine. Do y'all remember when I made a video laughing at Stormy after she made that live video saying, Stormy is now trying to make a YouTube channel, but bloggers, don't worry about it. Here's how you combat that. Because Stormy was basically trying to make it as though when y'all searched her name, her YouTube channel popped up instead of our videos. So just in case y'all are not following, she was trying to be strategic by combating the bloggers by creating a YouTube channel and making the YouTube channel say Stormy Steele. So if fans typed in Stormy Steele, her YouTube channel would override all of the content that content creators had been putting out about her. So I let the bloggers know, hey, bloggers, just so y'all know, Stormy is trying to do, Stormy making a YouTube channel and, making it Stormy Steele. She's trying to combat the analytics. So the way we combat her trying to knock our videos down is now when we talk about her, we talk about, no. This is what I said. So I let the bloggers know she created her video and she said that it was Stormy Steele or whatever. And that was her trying to combat the bloggers talking about her. So basically anytime even now, anytime you go and type in Stormy Steele, all the bloggers' videos are going to come up. When she made that YouTube channel, when you type in Stormy Steele, her YouTube channel overrode all of the bloggers' content. So I remember making a video. Y'all get in the comments and let me know if y'all remember this video. And I basically told everybody, or I basically laughed at Stormy and I said, you trying to make a video, or you're trying to make a YouTube channel of and your YouTube channel say Stormy Steele, but when everybody type your name in, all of the content creators' videos are going to come up about you. That's what I said in that video. So to combat what I said in that video, Stormy changed her YouTube channel name to, instead of it being Stormy Steele, she changed it to That's What's Up. Y'all get in the chat. Do y'all remember this? So off GP, Stormy was being weird like her mammy. Stormy had always been in the YouTube streets. Stormy had always been on social media. She had always been under the comments trolling and trying to see what people said about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm only trying to give y'all context to all of the videos that I'm going to be uploading about Stormy after the reunion, because these people are trying to silence me. They're trying to get my videos taken down, and I ain't really rocking with that because I'm not really saying anything that's a lie. I'm saying what the fucking truth is, and y'all are fucking mad because I'm calling you out. Stormy is weird. She's just a weirdo. So, okay, so y'all saying y'all remember it like it was yesterday. You don't remember that? Okay, I don't know. So you don't remember that. Y'all remember it. You remember it. Okay, y'all remember it. All right. So y'all remember that. So boom, I made that video and I basically said, okay, Stormy is trying to, now that Stormy got a YouTube channel, if you type in her name, our video's still gonna override her. And then I was laughing at her. So basically, to combat the video that I made, Stormy made That's What's Up, and then she posted about it. She was like, oh, this gonna be my pause. Let's back up. Stormy didn't reveal her YouTube channel. Actually, I exposed her YouTube channel. Stormy made a YouTube channel And she was trying to reveal the YouTube channel when the show aired. But I found the YouTube channel and I exposed it. And I told y'all, oh, Stormy made a YouTube channel. She probably made this YouTube channel to override the content creators. And then that's when in that live, she tried to say, oh, and then I'm sorry, y'all. In that video that I exposed her YouTube channel, I said in that video, oh, she probably going to try to announce her YouTube channel when the show airs. Do y'all remember that? So to combat that, she got on live to basically announce her YouTube channel. I said that she was going to announce her YouTube channel when the show aired. But to prove me wrong, she got on live and announced her YouTube channel. And instead of it being the name that she said it, that I exposed it to be, because that's what she created, she literally created her art and everything. And it said Stormy Steele. In case y'all forget, no worries, because once this live is done, I'm going to add that video in the description box. But she then went on live and announced her YouTube channel before the show aired, which was stupid. But she did that because I already made a video exposing the YouTube channel. And so when she when she announced her YouTube channel in the live, she changed the name and said that the YouTube channel name was going to be That's What's Up. So then I made a new YouTube video laughing and saying that Stormy changed her name on YouTube to That's What's Up. And I also let the content creators know, no worries, if you want to still override her. No, it wasn't it was That's What's Up. And then she changed it to Stormy on Air. It was That's What's Up, and then it was Stormy on Air. But I told the YouTube bloggers, I'm like, if y'all want to override her, when y'all talking about her, all you got to do is type in Stormy on Air. And because you have seniority over her on YouTube, meaning you've been on the platform longer than her, you have the you have the subscribers and you also have the views, it's going to override her. And granted, people knew that she was going to be able to build a fan base just off of Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is why I was letting the bloggers know, don't worry about it. You'll still be able to, get your videos at the top of the platform. Just use the name that she changed it to. And then I made that video. She never posted. She never posted on YouTube or anything. Why? Because every single time that I spoke about her, I tagged that YouTube channel just so she knew. I'm not trying to be discreet. Like every time that I talk about Stormy, I tag her YouTube channel. But yeah, so Sheila said I missed that. If you weren't here in the beginning when I first created my YouTube channel, then yeah, you would have missed it. If you weren't subscribed to me in the beginning, then you wouldn't have missed that. I mean, if you weren't subscribed to me, then yes, you would have missed it. And y'all, if y'all are my day ones, then y'all could attest to this. When I first got on YouTube, I was really going to try to be neutral. What ended up happening was I went back and I started watching all of the episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't fucking like these people. These people are nasty as hell. These people are horrible. These people are wicked. These people are trashy. It was like a light. Think of it like, y'all remember when I first got on YouTube, I was like, oh, I like everybody on the cast. I just don't like this. I was very calm. I was the way that I am with my husband. But I started rewatching the episodes and I was so triggered. I was so triggered, y'all. So anyway, so yeah. So boom. Stormy never made a YouTube video. because she's a coward. She tried to taunt the bloggers. She tried to play with us and mess with us and make it seem like she wasn't bothered. Talking about, we're going to be co-workers. We're going to be co-workers. Ho, we've been waiting. We've been waiting. We've all been waiting to be co-workers. Every single last one of us been waiting to be co-workers. We all wanted to be co-workers. We all wanted to be co-workers, right? People really don't like Stormy because the way she flipped on Melody. You're right. You're right. So, okay. So, and I just want to, I want to make this all make sense, because these people keep saying we just don't like them, or we just want to have a reason to hate on them. And that's not the fucking truth. And I wish they would just stand in their truth. The facts are, we don't like you because the way that you switched up, it was weird. It was weird. You don't, and I think what it is people keep saying, oh, anytime somebody fall out with Mel. No, that's not the truth. The thing is, y'all are not falling out with her over anything valuable. I think that's the thing. If I really feel like if Stormy would have said, oh, me and Mel not friends because Mel went talking about my personal business to Carlos, telling Carlos this, that, and the third about me, I feel like people would be like, hold on now, Mel. That ain't right now, love. We like you, Mel, but like, why would you do that? Ain't this your friend? But this ain't that. Every time it's a falling out, it don't make sense. It always give hating ass hoes. It always give hating ass hoes. Even with Dusty Dan. Like, we could take it back to Tisha. We could take it back to Kimmy. What about the falling out? I don't understand. You get what I'm saying? Like, it gives hating ass hoes. Like, it doesn't give anything valuable. Y'all, why the whole time I've been trying to pull up my live stream on my other phone, but the Wi-Fi was off, but I didn't want to, like, scream to my man, like, why he accidentally unplugged the damn Wi-Fi box. Y'all, men really aggravate me. I don't like, men are so annoying. Like, oh my God. Men are so annoying. Men are so annoying. But anywho, my bad, yeah. So, but I think that's the thing. Like, if y'all scroll down on my YouTube channel, I wanted to like Stormy. I was here for Stormy. I was here for it. She was a Leo. Look at my channel. Look at my channel. Because I never want nobody to, don't ever get it twisted. I've never been a hating asshole. Never been a hater. I don't even, I can't possess the emotion of hate. I could never hate on anybody. When I first was speaking about, I was excited about Stormy. I was like, okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Right? But then she switched up, and I think what it was, Stormy, my thing was, I was ready to see Stormy because she's a Leo. She's wealthy, or she presented herself to be wealthy. She presented herself to be somebody that took no shit. So I like that in anybody. If you don't take no shit, I like that. Right? I don't care. I like that. I'm never gonna be the one. I judge you if you a pushover. Like, if you let people run over you, I'm scared to be around you, because that means you would allow somebody to persuade you to do something wrong to me. That's how I look at it. But if you're strong-willed, if you take no shit, I instantly like you. Most people don't like me because I take no shit, and I like that. Because if you don't like me, it's because you want me to take shit. You want me to smell your shit, you want me to eat your shit, and you want me to hold your shit, and I'm not with that. So I like when people don't like me. Cause you know that you can't play with me. But I like so at first I liked Stormy. However, I'm not gonna lie. When the reunion ended last year in 2022, she left me feeling as a mellow meter, because I'm a mellow meter, right? I'm really a mellow meter. I'm a male fan first. That don't mean I don't hold Mel accountable, but the gag is y'all ain't giving me shit to hold her accountable for. As a matter of fact, what ends up happening is y'all actually end up pushing us to like her even more, because the shit that y'all do don't make sense. Like the falling out with Dusty, Dan, and Mel don't make sense. The Tisha beef with Mel don't make sense. Kimmy being weird with Mel don't make sense. I'm sorry. Stormy falling out with Melody don't make sense. AL falling out with Melody, or now having the energy that he have with Melody, don't make sense. Okay? That's it. It don't make sense. We not ass kissers. I don't got my head in Melody coochie. Okay? I'm not trying to smell the roses. We're not bowing down to nobody. She don't, if she say jump, we ain't jumping. The fuck? Because everybody keep going on with this narrative. Oh, all hail Melody. Or like in that live that AL said, when he was like if she tell y'all to pay her car note, y'all go pay it. She don't gotta tell us to pay her car note, because 7th Avenue is doing just fine. We spending our money on that willingly. Do you understand that? I think that's what's funny about it. Like, I think people try to attack us for having this sense of loyalty to Melody when we don't necessarily have a loyalty to her, but we like her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I like, people really, it's like I don't know, like they think this is a dig, and I think what it is let's call it what it is. If y'all had a mass group of people that supported y'all the way we are willing to support Mel, y'all would not blink or bat an eye. For example, Walkie Talkie been locked up. How long ago did Walkie Talkie get locked up? Right? Mel don't have to speak about shit. Why? Cause she don't even, how we've been talking about Mel's baby mama since he got locked up nonstop. She didn't order that. She didn't DM us and ask us to do that. She didn't email us. She didn't. We not on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what's so funny to me. Like, just say you admire the level in which people are in a sense, but y'all really do feel like I'm protecting Melody. I'm not gonna say I'm protecting Melody, because Melody got ancestors, she got God, you know what I'm saying? She got all of this shit working in her favor. Right? I am just a right is right, wrong is wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm right is right, wrong is wrong. Melody have been right so much so that I'm just right on along with her. Cause she hasn't presented anything that would uh make me as a that, like, do y'all understand how simple that is? Do y'all understand that? Right? Her actions do not make me want to question her integrity. So when y'all, let's be honest, like if y'all were selling something, and I'm talking about the people that be mad, if y'all were selling something, you know what I'm saying, and and people that really liked you found out that you were selling something and posted about it nonstop, you wouldn't be mad. You wouldn't be mad. So why do people continue to try to make it seem like we trying to lick her twat because we are in full support of her? I think that's flawed. I think that's flawed because I'm going to be real. If there were people willing to support me the way that they support Mel, like I would cherish that. I think that's beautiful. You understand? Like I think that's gorgeous. That's amazing. That's wow. That's admirable. So let's stop. Let's just call it what it is. Like let's stop hating. I think that's what I literally I'm at a loss for words. Honestly, I'm really at a loss for words because I think what it is I live in a world where I think that my mindset makes the most sense. So when people do things that are not in alignment with the way that I think, I'm always baffled at how the hell you thought that made sense. Or I'm always baffled at how the hell you thought that was going to fly. You know what I'm saying? I think that's I don't know. But yeah, so just another example. Um the as far as the revenge P thing go, I think it's admirable that Mel don't have to open her mouth and say shit. There's a gang of people that are and will do it for her. Not because she asked us to, but because we want to. I think that's what it is. Like I want to, and then also because people miss this too. We also benefit by this as well by making money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm doing this solely for the purpose of making money, but ultimately, like my integrity supersedes a coin. And if I'm here to speak on whether y'all think my delivery is ill mannered or distasteful, if I'm here to speak on right, that's what it is. And so going back to Stormy, people don't want to not like you. We don't want to feel like we have to question your integrity as a person. Do you understand, Stormy? Because people keep trying to act as though like we're stupid. People be trying to play with our intelligence ultimately. The facts are you came on this show as a friend to Melody. When she did the interview with Carlos King, she basically tried to say, let me go ahead and get my phones ready because I'm ready to talk about it. Let's not act like don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. You had hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure they didn't strike my video again because I just got another notification. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna deal with that later. I'm gonna deal with that later. Hold on, but let me pull this video up. I want to pull this video up because I was going back, I was doing my research, and because I like to do my research. I want to make sure I'm not just talking out of my ass, because I know when I do speak, I speak with a lot of passion. I speak with a lot of people may misconstrue it as aggression, and it can be aggressive. I'll even be accountable and say, like, the way that I speak on certain topics can come off very aggressive. I'm not ashamed of that. But let me pull this up. I did, because I got. All right, let's talk about it. Okay, so I got it up. So Stormy did an interview with Carlos King. In this interview, she was basically trying to denounce her being on the show because of Mel. Mel did an interview and basically let it be known that she pitched Stormy to the show. Stormy messy Sid, the Ice Age sloth looking ass, tried to basically say that it was misconstrued, that she was somebody before anybody brought her, before she was in Huntsville or whatever the case may be. She was basically trying to say that nobody pitched her onto the show, while in the same breath saying that somebody had to pitch her to the show. By that, I mean, Mel, the only reason Stormy is on the show is because of her connection to Melody. When she spoke to the person that was trying to cast her for Bell Collective, that person did not cast her for Love and Marriage Huntsville because of the interview that she had, or the conversation that she had. That person said, or Stormy name dropped Mel. That's what I'm saying. Like, Stormy is just weird as hell. If nobody got you on the show, why would you name drop Melody? Why would you name drop Melody if you were somebody before you got on the show? You understand what I'm saying? Why did this person have to know that you had relations with Melody in order for you to be pitched to the show? Because ultimately, you name drop Melody per your words, and the lady said that, okay, well, we'll meet you, or hopefully we'll meet you through Melody. So she wasn't interested in you. That's what it is. Why she getting up here with this ugly ass face? I'm sorry. I don't even like. The reason why I say Stormy is ugly is because not only is she just ugly and have the face a mother could love, but she has ugly energy. And you cannot possess that much jealousy and ugly energy with a face like that. Period. Letitia, most people think Letitia is ugly because her spirit is ugly. But let's call it what it is. Letitia is not ugly, okay? I don't care what nobody say. I've never been a hating ass person. Letitia is not ugly. But Letitia's spirit is so ugly, I can't see past it. She's so ugly. Her eyes are dark. She got these big eyeballs bulging out. She just is very nasty. Like, her spirit is dark. Stormy is ugly. She got an ugly attitude. She has a jealous spirit. She has the face only a mother could love. She's a hater. Like, let's stop. Like, come on. Like, just stop. Like, let's stop acting like, let's stop. Like, you're married because you have money. What does Courtney do, and what was Courtney doing prior to being in a relationship with you? Because you strike me as the type of person that was paying half the bills prior to you coming up on your wealth. And I'm not judging women that pay half the bills. I'm just saying, you know your place. Women that pay half the bills know that they are not pick of the litter. First of all, you can be ugly and get all your bills paid. It's about how you feel about yourself. So let me just fall back because I don't even want to be. That was wrong of me to say. Okay, so let me just fall back. But, anyways, okay, all I'm saying is, okay, Courtney was a truck driver. He hustled and invested in her dreams. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I don't know why I'm asking that like I didn't report on that. Courtney was a truck driver. Courtney do love her. Courtney love her, y'all. Courtney love her. She is married because he is absolutely in love with her. So let me just fall back from that dumb ass comment that I said. Because that is true. I remember reporting on this. Courtney did invest in her, and she was able to make the money that Courtney invested into her flip and multiply. And again, I like that about Stormy. I like that story. I loved that about her. Just the utter fact of it was her and her man. You know, they were young, they were living life, trying to figure things out. I loved that about her. But again, she's a weird hating ass hoe to get on this platform and really feel like she have some type of beef or issue with Mel. So let's go ahead and even skip past it and talk about it. So the reunion, Stormy is trying to say that her issue with Mel is the fact that Mel made a post about people recording her in her home. Y'all, can we just let's go ahead and map it all out. The only reason Stormy has an issue with Mel saying that, or the only reason, okay, Mississippi literacy rate, Ice Age, Sid, the Sloth, Stormy would feel that way. The only reason she would feel that way is because fans were blowing her up at the end of August, the beginning of September, about her knowing Arion in 2022. I believe that Stormy felt like because Mel stopped talking to her, that Stormy, okay, I believe that Stormy knew she was wrong. Stormy never called Mel and told Mel about, or I don't believe Stormy called Mel when everybody was, and I'm gonna ask, y'all, let me get my questions ready. Let me get my questions ready. Let me get my questions ready. Hold on. Let me get in my notes and get my questions ready because I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm just not playing. The only reason I'm not playing is because I don't like when people try to make it seem like people are hating on them when they ugly as shit. Let me stop. Like, girl, hating on you, why? Why would we hate on you? I think you have a beautiful home, but you are a million times in debt. Why would I hate on that? Why would I do that? I am the like, why? I when hate on you for what? When I'm living in an apartment, like living way below my means, able to afford my grandmother's almost $100,000 nursing home bill. I'm sorry, not nursing home bill, but old people home. I don't want to call it an old people home. She gonna cuss me the shit out. Oh my gosh, she gonna cuss me out, Lord. Y'all retract what I just said about the old people apartments. Retract it. It's not an old people apartment, but senior living, senior community. Y'all know them senior communities are fucking expensive, okay? They are expensive. They're expensive. And but nobody would hate on a person that would go and spend, you know, they first M on, a multi-million dollar home. That just goes to show like you are not financially sound. You still have a hood mentality. You understand what I'm saying? Like, to that's it, that's all. To be able to understand, like, oh, I made $1 million. I'm going to live in an apartment, and not me, like, I don't have $1 million. I'm saying, like, to even to be in a position to where your business overnight makes millions of dollars overnight, and you're living in a decent home that you own, right? Why take your first big check and go and buy a home? See, I'm blessed enough to have financial stability and financial literacy, right? So when my first big, huge check do come, I know what to do with it, right? So, because you know what I'm saying, it's just one of those things. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, people would say these things. If you live on a surface level, then I would understand how people would feel like somebody could be hating on you if you live on a surface level. You understand what I'm saying? But think big, babe. Think big. In my opinion, Stormy is living above her means. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You are not in a position of it really experiencing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say what wealth feels like because I haven't touched wealth in the form in which I believe is wealth, right? I live in an apartment and I pay my grandmother's bills. I have two, all my grandmothers are living, and me and my husband, we financially take care of two of our grandmothers, like all of their finances, housing, car notes, whatever they do on their free time, hair, travels. Like, my one of my grandma have a whole bucket list, and we try to make sure we travel with her and get her out of the country, out of the state, at least 2 to 3 times a year. In order to be able to live like that, or in order to be able to provide a fruitful life for my grandmothers, we have to be able to cut back on certain things. We don't got no kids. We don't have, it's no reason for us to be living in no big ass house, or anything like that, whether we can afford it or not. You know? So I just kind of look at it like it depends on what you view success as. I view success as being able, as like my elders being being free in their living. That's how. But again, that's just me. I guess it's principle, is moral. You know what I'm saying? To be able to cut back on how big or how grand of a living situation I have, to be able to have grand experiences. I don't know. It's levels. It's levels. It depends. It depends. And even still, like, that depends, because one of my grandmothers got a whole bucket list of fucking experience. I mean, oh my gosh, of experiences. The lady is crazy. And then one of my grandmothers, we have to pay like all of these medical bills. It's no joke. Um, Therapy, paying for nurses, paying for, like, it's no joke. Surgeries, nurses, it's no joke. It's no joke. So I guess it depends on what you would consider. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Right. Live amongst your means. So, anyways, so 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 the questions. I have plenty of questions, but let me go ahead and play this interview first, because like I said, I always venture off, y'all. I always venture off. And you're right, Miss Pauletta. It's about perspective. It's absolutely about perspective. I wouldn't be able to live comfortably. Like, for example, I do have family members that They live in they live how they live or whatever, but don't call and check in on their mother. And it's like, how the hell can you pay your bills or feel like, or travel or get surgery or feel like or live in comfort knowing that your elders are not taken care of? I just feel like that's so flawed. How can you say that you are successful? And I'm not saying that Stormy's elders not taken care of. I'm just venturing off really quick, but it's just one of those things, because y'all know I got family members that I cannot fucking stand. But like, how can you say you're successful, or how can you say that like you're living the life, or how can you even book a trip or book a flight or or pay for or put thousands on a surgery, or or do half of what some of these people doing, not knowing how your mother lives, not knowing if your mother has eaten, not knowing if the mother that had just gone on or overtaken a surgery. Ooh, it's about perspective, because some people can go and buy designer bags, and some people can go and buy themselves a nice home, and some people can go and put themselves in foreign cars and can't take care of their elders. They're fucking bums. That's how I look at it. They're fucking bums. You're a bum. You're a bum. And this is not to the people that were mistreated in their upbringing, so they've distanced themselves from family. This is for the people that have been taken care of by their grandmother and mother, and have grown up to become selfish and have not one care for their elders. I think y'all are fucking bums. I think y'all are pathetic. I think y'all are shitty people. And I think that you're going to have a horrible death, because it's almost one of those things, whether you like it or not, whether you ask to be here or not, certain people sacrifice their lives for you. They sacrifice their well-being. They sacrifice so much, just period, whether they wanted to or not, whether they did it out of their own selfishness or not. At some point, they had to take in complete and full responsibility for you and your well-being. And at some point, you have to be able to return to the favor in order to get grace, or in order to receive love from the universe, or in order to, you know what I'm saying? You cannot be selfish like that. You can't be selfish like that. And I think the world is just very, very selfish. I just think the world is just very selfish. But anyways, that's besides the point. But yeah, so here's Stormy's interview. She's basically trying to denounce the fact that Neil put her on.
Like them? I did, because I got the call from Angela. Okay, so you did get the call. So what was going on? Because I want to help you clear things up, honey, because that's why we have... Right, because like, it's something to be said once and it turns into something totally different. I know, like, oh, she moved there to be on She been praying on such and such. She want to be a friend. I'm like, girl, don't do me, honey. I've been here since 2012 and I was doing some big things, you know what I'm saying? Before
and I want y'all to, and I also want to note that Stormy is always shading me. I don't care what nobody says. Stormy is always shading me. She's always being passive when it comes to because the reason why I'm saying that is because y'all would be honest, nobody was talking about Stormy until I was talking about Stormy. Nobody on YouTube ever was speaking about Stormy until I started calling Stormy out. When people started seeing my exposure videos, people were like, hold on, like Stormy trying to like, she's trying to like glide by us like we don't see her. And then that's when people started talking about her. But a lot of times Stormy comes on these interviews and she is directly passively shading some of the things that I'm saying, or some of the things that I've said in my videos, because she would say, oh, didn't nobody have to put nobody on, like basically what she was saying. The only reason why I believe that is because prior to her doing this interview, I made a video basically stating that Stormy used Melody to get on the show and then turned on her. I remember making that video. Also, Carlos is very messy because he co-signed Mel bringing or pitching Stormy to him. But as Stormy sits here and have this interview, he don't butt in and basically say anything. And part of me feels like because Stormy basically made herself look stupid, if you have any depth, he basically, not he, but I'm saying he in Stormy because I'm referring to her as Sid, but I'm sorry. But she basically confirmed what Mel was saying. When Mel said, because Mel and Carlos had an interview, and Mel and Carlos were, or I think they were talking about somebody or something like that. And I think that person who was speaking to Stormy had said, hey, do you know this person, or whatever the case may be? And I think Mel was like, yeah, I know this person. Or Mel said to Carlos, hey, do you know Stormy, whatever? And Carlos was like, you talking about Stormy still? And then that's how it came up. And yes, that's how he said it, because that's how he said it in the interview. Y'all probably can hear my cat, but I don't care because I'm locking her out.
Anybody, so yeah, let us clear that up. Okay. No, we're going to clear a lot of things up because I would like to receive all of the information and the truth from you. So we contacted you around that time we were shooting Bell Collective. So what happened to where the conversations did not lead to you being on Bell Collective? Do you remember? So, I was so pregnant and I was on bed rest around that time, really low energy. And I got a DM, and I think it was from Angela's assistant. And then she was like, such as, somebody wants to speak with you. I had no idea what it was for. But then along the call, I kind of, knew what it was for because I was being asked questions about Bell Collective.
And I also want y'all to peep her stupid ass aggravating accent that she's trying to portray. This is around the time that she was trying to make it seem as though she was this business classy professional. Mel had just did her interview with Carlos King. Mel was very classy, sophisticated. She then mimics the same interview, the same thing Letitia did. But Letitia mimicked the interview word for word because Letitia would never be able to have the same tone or persona or anything like that. And if you pay attention to all of Stormy interviews after this, it's always been ghetto, that hood rich, nasty ass persona. Whereas this energy, and I didn't really know who it was for. I didn't know who the call was for. And it was Angela's assistant. And I got a call, and she called me. And
then I ended up saying, I don't live in Mississippi, though. And she was like, where do you live? And I was like, I live in Huntsville. And Angela, I think I remember Angela saying, like, what? Huntsville? And I was like, I don't know.
Right. So Angela didn't know shit about you. She didn't know you was in Huntsville. You talking about you been known. Nobody knew you. You were trying to get seen in Dancing Dolls. You were trying to get seen in
anybody else? Yeah. So I had no idea. And then I actually asked me, did I know anybody from the cast already? Or was I familiar with anybody on the show? Did I watch the show? I said yes. And then when she asked me, did I know anybody? I said I didn't know anyone, but it was just so I don't know, divine, call it what you want. But my team was already talking with Mel's team about an ambassadorship. And I was like, well, I don't know her, but I know my team is working with her for an ambassadorship. And Angela was like, well, maybe we'll meet.
Okay, y'all. All right. Hold on. And wait, and Angela said what?
That way. Talking with Mel's team about an ambassadorship. And I was like, well, I don't know her, but I know my team is working with her for an ambassadorship. And Angela was like, well, maybe we'll meet you that way.
Okay. Just so we clear. Love and Marriage Huntsville reached out to Stormy, or would have had to reach out to Stormy back in 2019. We're going to have to start getting some dates on this, but don't worry about it. I'm going to throw dates on this. These people won't interview with me because they know that they are liars and I'm going to ask pivotal questions. They won't interview with me. So, and the people that do interview with them, don't ask them the questions that people want to know. So hopefully somebody can watch this live and they could steal a few questions to ask her if they do an interview with her again. So Stormy basically would have had to been in communications with Angela around 2019. Stormy reached out to Mel for a brand ambassadorship in 2019. Okay. Angela asked Stormy who did she know off of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Stormy told her Mel, or Stormy said that she don't really know her, but she's reaching out to Mel, or her team is working with Mel for a brand ambassadorship. What this tells me, and y'all let me know, what this tells me is Stormy had been searching for a place on a show and was doing the groundwork it takes in order to mingle and network with the people that will be able to put her in that position. It sounds to me that she reached out to Mel first for a brand ambassadorship. People were interested in, I guess Angela wanted her to be a part of Bell Collective at the time, but she didn't live in Mississippi. She lived in Huntsville. And at the time, I would assume that Huntsville was working on their second season, which was when Dusty Dan was introduced. What do y'all think? It just don't make sense. The point is, she said that, here's what the point is, despite which way that happened, she said out of her own mouth that when she met Mel, she told Mel that she knew about Slarion. The other point, in fact, is Stormy Mammy already was watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Stormy Mammy already didn't like Melody. Stormy reached out to Mel to try to get on the show, in my opinion, because her mom didn't like Mel, and she also knew Mel's husband at the time, Mistress. I'm telling y'all. Stormy said that she told Melody about the Mistress. However, Melody never found out about this until 2022, y'all. So that means Stormy was around Mel for 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, and Mel didn't know anything about Slarion until August, September of 2022. Are y'all following me? Stormy was already on the show of Love and Marriage Huntsville, big and pregnant with Chase. Mel had already brought her on, kind of. Stormy hired Mel as a brand ambassador first. Mel then booked Stormy for the Telltale Signs video. Mel brought Stormy on the show after that as a friend when Stormy was pregnant with Chase. Then Mel brought Stormy on as a friend to the show. That's when we saw those clips of Stormy arguing with Destiny, then buying her a Gucci bag, and then that weird clip of "It's Not What You Think." Y'all, please pay attention. Then that season ended with Stormy saying on the reunion stage that they are not friends, they're getting to know each other. Y'all want us, or y'all want me to say that we're friends, or y'all want me to have this connection, and it's not like that. I'm saying it verbatim. That's exactly how she said it. And then the next season, not the next season, that reunion took place in October, y'all. I want y'all to understand that. That reunion took place, I believe, either in October or just before October. Let me know if I'm wrong. The reunion could have actually took place in August. They could have, I think they did the reunion. No, they did that reunion in October. So here, I'll give two scenarios. If they did the reunion in August, that means they did that reunion. Stormy said those things about Mel, and then the cast, well, nobody knew Stormy said those things about Mel because that reunion didn't air until I believe October or November, whatever. But that means that the end or after the reunion, fans were exposing Stormy for knowing Slarion before that reunion had aired. Do y'all understand me? So let's say that the reunion had aired, or they did the reunion in October. If they did the reunion in October, then that means she sat on that stage across from Mel, and Mel sat on that stage across from her. And Stormy knew at that time that the fans had called her out at the end of August, the beginning of September, about her knowing Slarion. Do y'all understand me? So either way it goes, this is the order in which it happened. Either way, Stormy reached out and sought out Mel first. That is a fact. Stormy reached out and sought out Mel first as a brand ambassador. Mel then booked Stormy's house once she did the brand ambassadorship and got to know Stormy. Mel then booked Stormy's house. After Mel then booked Stormy's house, Mel then also pitched her to the show. She showed up as a not a friend of the show, but she was in the background of one of a few episodes, and then she showed up as a friend to the show. When she showed up as the friend to the show, okay, y'all, that was when she was beefing with Dusty Dan. That's when the purse thing came about. Then they filmed the reunion. Let's see. Let's just even Google it. When did Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion film 2022? They filmed the reunion in October. The reunion aired I don't know. I'm gonna have the exact dates when I drop the part 3 and the part 4 of the Stormy plotting on Mel breakdown. I'm gonna have the exact dates. I'm gonna have them. But they filmed that reunion. So by then I'm trying to understand at what point do y'all think that Stormy reached out to Mel when everybody exposed Stormy from knowing Arion? Do y'all think Stormy called Mel and said, "Hey, I don't know what the people are saying, this, that, and the third"? That's one. And that's a question that we should ask. Did you call Mel when everybody exposed you at the end of August, the beginning of September for knowing Slaw? That's question one. Two, my next thing is, I believe she didn't call Mel when all of those people exposed her at the end of August, the beginning of September, which is why she felt guilty, in my opinion, because she knew she was wrong and she didn't reach out to Mel and Mel didn't reach out to her, right? So she used Mel not reaching out to her as an excuse to have a beef with her, or as a means to say that Mel have an issue with Stormy. The reason why Stormy feel like Mel have an issue with her is because everybody exposed Stormy for knowing Arion at the end of September. The only thing that I would say, but I feel like Mel is being strategic, is because I feel like Mel is being strategic. Mel is not going to allow you to come and play stupid in her face, and I think I really like that, whereas people are not willing to accept it. For example, Letitia kept saying that you tried to break up my marriage, and Mel would say, how? Letitia would say, you know how, should, or ask her for the evidence and ask her for the proof. Mel would then tell her, no, you know why, or you know exactly what I'm talking about. Letitia would always say, show me the proof, knowing damn well Mel is not going to tell her the proof, because Mel already showed her the proof, and she tried to make it seem like Mel was lying, or Mel was trying to bring people on the show to get back at her. So basically, Mel started saying, you know why, because I'm not finna play into this. You trying to act stupid. You know why, or you know how your husband is cheating, but you keep asking me how I know your husband cheating when you know the same information I know. I'm not willing to play with you and play this dumbass game with you. And I think that's the same thing Mel is doing. Mel basically stating, or basically letting her play her hand or show her hand. You know why I don't fuck with you. You know, prior to this tweet, everybody was on social media talking about how you are connected to Arion. You even got on live and said, do I know Arion? I know Arion. This is how I know Arion. Just to then turn around and say, oh, Mel trying to insinuate that I was recording her in her house. How the only reason that you feel like Mel is insinuating that you was recording her in her house is because you are friends with Slaw. People just exposed you for being friends with Slaw. Then the trailer come out, or then this episode come out, or whatever, and Dusty Dan playing the recording to Mel's baby mama, and your mama all up in the comment section talking about, why you talking about my daughter. She didn't say it like that, but your mammy all up in the comment section. Y'all, a hit dog will holler. A hit dog will holler. You feel like Mel was insinuating that you were recording her because Mel never reached out to you about what the fans were saying about you knowing Arion. That's why. You wanted Mel to say something about you not being the one recording her when Mel didn't even know that you knew Arion. The fans called that out. So why would she then come on her platform and say I wasn't talking about Stormy? She let you play your hand. So you, dumb as fuck, gonna sit on the reunion stage talking about, my issue with Mel is she let people assume that I was the one recording her. No ho. Your issue with Mel is she didn't want to talk to you no more after everybody exposed you from speaking to Slaw. Let's talk about it. I believe Stormy never called Mel. Mel ended up changing her number, and Stormy used that as a means to say, I don't have her number. What? Like, stop. Stop. Did you ever reach out to Mel when everybody started exposing you for knowing Ariane back at the end of August, in the beginning of September? Because the issues that you have with Mel stems from a tweet that she made in December. Ho. She made a tweet in December of 2022. You were exposed for knowing Slaw in August or September of 2022. Why are you trying to play stupid like this lady's supposed to have your back or this lady's supposed to be your friend when you held the fact that you knew that woman? And again, this is why I feel like I think Mel is just letting her look stupid and allowing her to play in her face. That's what I think. Like Mel know what it is. Like, you really gonna come on stage in my face and tell me that the issue that you have with me is me allowing people to think that you were being recorded, when you know damn well months before that people were calling you out for knowing my ex-husband's mistress. But I think Mel also didn't bring any attention to that, or else Slaw and Martell would gang up on her. Anytime Mel called the facts out, Martell gangs up on her. And so I don't blame Mel for not even acknowledging it, because it's beneath me at this point. You know what it is. And the fact that you're trying to act like you don't know what it is, it's all good, because you're going to get your karma. And that's why I'm making the videos that I'm making now, because you know what it is, ho, and you really trying to get on the seat on the stage and play and act like you don't know that you was literally like in close proximity to this lady's ex-husband's mistress. That's weird. Like, you a weird ass hoe. Yeah, I'm so mad. I miss Millie Sean live. I really wanted to get on her live and ask No Gucci some questions. I'm so aggravated about that. Let me see. Keep up the good work, the debunkture queen. Thank you so much, Bronze Sugar too. Right, right, right. Nobody was saying debunkture until I was saying it. Yeah, yeah. I peeped too. I peeped too. I peeped too. Nobody was saying debunkture until I was saying it. And the part is, it's like, ho, if you gonna say debunkture, let them know where you getting the debunkture from. Like, ain't wasn't nobody trying to debunk shit. Now everybody want to debunk. That's why I don't. It wasn't nobody trying to debunk anything until I was over here debunking things. Now everybody want to put debunkers together. That's why I stay in my bubble. That's exactly why I stay in my bubble. Everybody want to debunk. Like, bitch, find your own lane. And fuck. Like, find your own lane. Like, I got on YouTube and I found my own lane. Now I gotta worry about hoes sounding like me. I gotta worry about hoes using my lingo. I gotta worry about hoes using my slang. And granted, y'all hear me say stuff that True T say, but I always say True T said da 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 da. Like, I don't go and watch True T stuff, and then the minute she say something, oh, I'm coming over here and I'm using the same thing. The only term that I've ever gotten from somebody else was things of that nature, walkie talkie hope. And every single time that I've said it and people tried to say that it was a term that I came up with, I've made it be known exactly where I got it from. I got it straight out the OG's mouth herself, the wordsmith's mouth herself. Right. Right. A debunkture, like literally debunkture, stealing a made up ass word. Like, y'all, a whole made up ass word. Like, debunked. Debunked is a word. Debunked is a word. Okay? Debunked is a whole word. But for a hoe to be out here making debunkers, dog. Dog. Hey, dog, come on, like, come on. Let's that's why I don't be talking to people. I don't like people. People are weird as hell. People are very weird. I gotta worry about, but it's okay. People be like, mind you, I don't care if people be like, oh, we're gonna do a debunkture, like here for hot tea. No. Well, my bad, y'all. I was looking at something. Girl, don't be in here asking about my man. Irene, Miss Irene, I love you, ma'am. I love you. I love you. I really do. Cause you show me nothing but love and support. Okay, but y'all do not be asking about Mr. Here for Hot Tea. Okay, don't ask about him. If he ain't here, he ain't here. This is not his YouTube channel. This is not his channel. But no, seriously, he's doing good. Let me get him up in here because y'all know, I know you only asking because you know the car accident and everything. But he's doing good. What was I finna say? I'm trying to get him to get his channel going and everything. I'm trying to get him to get his channel going. Okay, y'all. So yes, and y'all, when he get his channel going, he's really he really wants to work on the community. Okay, he really wants to talk about, you know, how to build and uplift the younger generation, and you know, he and stuff like that. So he's gonna have variety in his content. But I was thinking that he should do like his own YouTube channel, kind of, and you know, have his own content based around just that. Because for whatever reason, I could say the same things that he says, but people will attack me. But if he says the same things that I'm seeing, like, people will receive it well. So it's all good. And to the my one subscriber that was like, you're not worried about, girl, I'm not worried about nothing. Okay, I'm not worried about anything. My man loves me, and he is very rude to people. Okay, and we've had experiences, like I've told y'all before, where people have thrown themselves at him, but he is very disrespectful. Okay, when it comes to shit like that, he do not play. Okay, but y'all also, so I'm not. I know y'all be like, oh, girl, people gonna be y'all. Okay, it's okay. All right. Well, it's not okay if people throw themselves at people's husband, but I'm saying like it's okay like nobody's like stressed or worried. You know what I'm saying? Because child, let him play stupid. I will be up out of here in 3.5 seconds. Okay, please don't ever get it twisted. I love him with all my heart. Love him with all my heart. But girl, I can't compete with trash. Nor will I try. But anywho, um, so he is gonna do the channel. He's gonna do the channel, and I want him to really, I want him to be like, I want him to really like tap into like mentorships with the youth. He wants to do that. He already does that. He already does that, but I want him to be able to do it from like a mainstream level. Like it's not just within our community. It can be, well, it's not just me wanting him to do it. He wants to do it too. Right. That's what I think. That's what I think. But also youngsters. I do think that, but also I'm gonna be real with y'all. My man is what young black men would consider to be not cool because they too busy trying to be like they too busy trying to be like the what they believe is popular, which is, y'all know. Y'all know what I mean. They are inspired by the futures of the world. They're not inspired by the Russell Wilsons. So, you know. Anyways, anywho. Okay, y'all. So as far as the Stormy situation, I pretty much mapped that out as best as I could until my part 3 and my part 3 and my part 4 video. Where's your cat at? Girl, I don't know where she at. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I just let her back in. She back in. Tell the people you back in. Did y'all hear her? Okay, I hope y'all heard her. She said a little razzle dazzle. She gave y'all a little razzle dazzle. But anywho, let me see. He needs to tap in their mental because this generation is lost. Right, right, right. It's about, I don't know what it's gonna take. It has to be a community. It can't just be a few people at a time. Okay, y'all, let me see. I don't really have nothing else I want to say about this Stormy situation because y'all gonna see. I'm gonna map it all out, part 3 and part 4. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here though, because I've been on here for 2 hours and 37 minutes. I wanted to only come on here for like 30, 40 minutes. I always do this. I always say I'm gonna come in here for a little amount of time, and then I always spend 2+ hours in here. Oh my gosh. Let me thank you so much, Tina G. Sorry, y'all, I missed y'all super chats. Thank you so much, Tina G, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Love you. Here for hot tea. Keep up the good work. I thank you so much, Coach Sydney Johnson. I really appreciate that. Good night, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so much for all of the well wishes. I can't wait to see some of y'all or meet some of y'all on Sunday. Y'all DM me, okay? DM me if y'all gonna be out there. DM me the on the day. DM me on Sunday. When y'all outside, when y'all on the way, let me know y'all on the way, okay? Let me know y'all on the way. You can even send me a picture of your outfit, what you wearing, like show me what you gonna look like. I might even walk up on some of y'all and be like, hey, what you doing? And I'm gonna see if y'all notice my voice. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna speak to y'all and I'm gonna see if y'all can recognize me. So thank y'all so much for joining the live. We're gonna talk more. I'm gonna break all of this down. Part 3 and part 4 is coming. I'm gonna try to close this out real good and evenly to where it's gonna be able to make sense all in one video for the most part. We're gonna do from start to finish, from the before the brand ambassadorship all the way to right now where we are. So y'all like this video on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Bye.